kids, it's me, Toni Homeperm, the singing diva of Long Island. If you enjoy videos where you get to see me create a fabulous drag look, then guess what? You've tuned into the right channel. Now, today, I'm actually not creating a look because I've already done this look, and I will leave a link to that either up above or down below. This is actually a look inspired by Chinese New Year's. It's very red and gold inspired. I thought I would show you some of the red shadows that I have in my makeup collection. Honestly, I don't really have a lot. Certainly not as many red themed palettes like in the way that I have like purple themed palettes or pink themed palettes or green or blue. Red just I don't know, there's just not a lot that's fully red themed. Most of what I have is either like red that goes into pinks or reds into purples. So I guess that's just the way it is. Red is one of those colors, it just doesn't get used a lot on the eyes. I mean, definitely on the lips. I mean, there's certainly a lot of red lipsticks out there. But as far as red eyeshadows, not quite as many, even in my own collection. Case in point, this BH Cosmetics, Miss Claus So Spoiled palette. Now, you look at it from the outside, and, you know, red and white, very Christmassy, so you're thinking, oh, it's going to be like a red-themed palette. But when you open her up, and I do like this palette, don't get me wrong, but really, there's no red in it. The reddest that you get is probably this color here, which is, you know, kind of a rusty brown. I mean, I certainly have a lot of palettes with rusty browns in them. And I'm sure for most people, if they go through their eyeshadow collections, you'd probably find more rusty browns than, you know, true reds. Now, for this look today, I actually went into my, one of my most loved, and it's like an OG palette. It's from my good friend Ashley Jade's company, Chaotic Cosmetics. This is like an OG palette from Chaotic. It's the Pride palette. It's very rainbow and sort of a prototype because the Pride palette currently doesn't have a black. It's got a brown instead of the black. But the red in this palette, which is the red I used in the eyeshadow today, is one of the best reds in my eyeshadow collection. Really, really good. Another palette in my collection that has some great reds is the Blend Bunny Cosmetics, the OG, the Blends palette. And when we open it up, you can see right there, oops, this color, Self-Love, is a beautiful, beautiful red. And right next to it is her darker sister called Vixen, which is more of a darker, browner red. But both those reds are really, really beautiful, and yeah, two of the best reds in my collection. Another palette I have that has a great red in it, BH Cosmetics, their Drop Dead Gorgeous Full On Crazy palette. It's from Halloween at least 2 years ago. And this is the palette. By the way, the black in here is excellent. And here's the red, which is called, is that Vampire? Vamped. Some of these palettes, the names are so small, but you can see it's a really, really beautiful red, and it's a red that stays red, doesn't go pink. A lot of reds in some palettes, especially, you know, sort of inexpensive ones. Your reds tend to go pink, especially when you start blending them out. The ones that I've showed you so far, they're red. They won't turn pink. They won't blend out into pink. Now, this is a palette. As soon as I hold it up, you're going to say, there's no way there's red in there. But there is. It's the Peachy Queen. I believe this is their holiday collection palette. I forget exactly the name. I mean, we all know the character, but the character is never mentioned. Shh. Oh, it does say you're a mean one above the mirror. But yeah, you think, oh, it's all green, but no, it's not. It's got some beautiful reds in it. We have that red Rotten, uh, this red called Bad, and a beautiful red pressed glitter called Christmas. And yeah, so it does have some reds in it, and I love this little palette. It's one of my favorite Christmas palettes from this past year, and it's yeah, it's got some beautiful colors, especially the reds. Okay, this is like my bougiest, most expensive palette. It's the Viseart Grand Pro Volume 3. I got this because of Mel Thompson reviewing it. So along with her palette, the Tiny Marvels palette that I own, this one has a very special place in my heart because, you know, I got it because she did a review, and I treated myself. So this is it, and it's got these reds here in this row. It's a very rainbow palette, especially for Viseart. They're not really known for bright colors, and to be honest, like, you know, the brights in this palette are not really that bright. You know, compared to like my Blend Bunny palette, the blends, they're not as bright, but they're good shadows. They are good shadows, and I'm glad I have the palette. But probably if I'm looking for my brightest of reds, yeah, this one it's okay, but definitely not as bright as like my Chaotic Cosmetics or my Blend Bunny. Okay, now this is a Z palette of some singles that I have, and I do have two reds in here. Okay, this is from Makeup Geek, one of their power pigments. This is in the color Untouchable, and I don't think I've ever used it, but you know, it's good. It's really comparable to the Viseart. Not, you know, it's a good shadow, but certainly not as intense as my Blend Bunny or my Chaotic Cosmetics. And I also have this from Sugar Pill. It's Love. It's a great red. This is more comparable to Blend Bunny or Chaotic, but still even just a little bit more muted than they are, but still a very good red. Okay, now these next ones, they're not really red, but not everybody likes to go like, you know, red with a red look. But this is one that I think is really nice. It's from Colourpop. They're wine and only, and you know, wine. You think wine, red wine. And it's a very beautiful burgundy palette. The mattes, the shimmers are really nice in this palette. Colourpop is very affordable. It's not really a brand you can go wrong with, especially for these type of tones, like the reddish, burgundies, maroons, browns. They're really good at that. Let me just show you the maroon in here. It's really good. It's really good. So if you're not wanting to go maroon, wanting to go more burgundy, you know, this is a great palette. Okay, another cute little burgundy maroon garnet palette is this, the Garnet for January from BH Cosmetics, and I did a great look with this one. Here it is. Red-ish, but not red the way that the Blend Bunny or the Chaotic or the Sugar Pill red is. It's got that red there, that red shimmer, and you've got some great deepening tones, and this light shimmer, Productive AF. Oh, I just love that. I know it's not the red. We're supposed to be talking about reds, but here's the red shimmer there. It's really beautiful, and the actual garnet color, what is that? Go-Getter? Yeah. Really nice. You can never go wrong with BH Cosmetics. They have a really great formula. And I think I got this on sale for like $4.50. because I waited a whole year until they had released their collection. But yeah, for $4.50, this is a great little palette. Okay, last but not least, as far as like reddish palettes, again from my good Judy Ashley Jade's company, Chaotic Cosmetics. This was their Halloween release, I believe from 2 years ago, the Dreadful palette. And I'm going to open it up for you to see. It's a little more colorful than a red palette, but you've got this beautiful, beautiful shade here, which is called Vampire Kiss. Let me just swatch that for you there. So there it is there. It's a beautiful reddish brown, and you know, you've got some a great black or a purple to deepen it out with, which is what I like to do, especially for drag. Yeah, it's a beautiful color. Because as I was saying, sometimes you want a red-ish look, but you don't really want to go red the way that I did with this look. So these are some palettes that could sort of fulfill that need of wanting something along the reddish tone, but you don't want to go fire engine red. It's understandable. Not everybody cares to do that. Not everybody is that daring to go fire engine red. And if you're not that daring to want to go fire engine red, then, you know, try a maroon, try a burgundy. Those colors can be so flattering, and you can do some great smoky eye looks with a maroon or burgundy, and you don't have to go, you know, into black with them. You can still keep them dark and deep and have a lot of depth, but not going, you know, totally black and, you know, have to worry about looking like a raccoon. I, however, never worry about looking like a raccoon. I mean, raccoons are a good look for me, so it's not something I worry about. Well, if you like this little bit of change of pace video of mine where we took a look at some of the reds in my collection, then please hit the like button down below, and as long as you're clicking on the like button down there, why don't you just click on the subscribe and the notification bell? I mean, you're already down there clicking away. Come on, save some time. Don't forget, you can always catch me on my weekly podcast, God'll Get You for That, Walter, and there's my internet variety show, Naughty or Nice, with the horror diva Alexis Flame, and of course there's the Naughty or Nice merchandise. There's also everywhere you can find me on social media. All of those things always listed down below. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a different video today where we just, you know, took a little excursion through Toni Homeperm's palettes and looked at some of the red eyeshadows in them. And don't worry, I always have new videos coming out where I'm creating fabulous drag looks. I have new videos coming out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so you never have to worry about missing out. Can't wait to see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.